Tonight, tornado terror, 2 provinces in the path of a punishing storm. A damaging hit in suburban Ottawa.
The wind was insane.
And another twister that touched down north of Montreal. A tentative deal to end a 13-day strike at the Port of Vancouver.
It is going to take time for operations to come back to normal.
And the start of a Hollywood actors' strike threatening Canadian productions.
We're not going to take this anymore.
Plus, when history comes calling.
It's a story that really talks about how we're interconnected.
A new exhibit on the evolution of the cell phone.
CTV National News with Omar Sachedina. Reporting tonight, Heather Butts.
Good evening. Some terrifying moments in Ottawa today as a tornado tore through a neighborhood. It was one of at least 2 funnel clouds touching down in Ontario and Quebec.
That's coming towards us.
This is what people saw in a suburb of the capital before what was described as a roar of wind. 125 homes were damaged, though only 1 minor injury was reported. Our coverage begins with CTV's Annie Bergeron-Oliver in Ottawa.
Look at the stuff floating around way up there.
Looks like a tornado right there.
For some, the tornado almost looked at a standstill. But for others, it quickly ripped across the dark skyline, pulling up shingles as it rotated through southwest Ottawa.
We actually heard things first and then came upstairs to see out the front window in the kitchen looking over the clouds swirling and circling and getting tighter and tighter.
Environment Canada confirms at least 1 tornado touched down just before 1 p.m. And the possibility others formed too is under investigation.
Here we go.
Jeff Burke's roof was torn apart by the tornado, and his home is one of at least 125 left damaged. It's a problem he was able to partially fix before bad weather returned hours later, along with another tornado alert.
I don't want tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage to the inside of the home. It'll get into the attic, insulation, drywall, and quite a mess.
The wind during this storm was so strong it blew the roof right off of this house, sending wood, roofing material, and even siding all the way to the street behind the house, which is dozens of meters away.
Debris of all kinds is now scattered across streets, backyards, and on top of other homes.
My chairs went flying to my neighbor's house.
When the sky cleared, items of all kinds weren't where they were supposed to be. Zoya Tarek found a trampoline, but
our bikes are gone, our basketball net is gone, our chairs, everything was gone.
In a nearby neighborhood, it's a scene similar to a summer snow. But all those little pieces are fiberglass insulation moved around by the wind that also picked up giant pieces of styrofoam from a construction site.
I'm grateful that no one got hurt. Damaged vehicles, all of these can be replaced, but people can't.
City crews have already started picking up broken branches and downed trees, but for many homeowners, the cleanup will take weeks. Annie Bergeron-Oliver, CTV News, Ottawa.
There were also some tense moments along with torrential rain in Montreal today. At least 1 tornado is confirmed to have touched down north of the city. CTV's Quebec Bureau Chief Geneviève Beauchemin on a day of severe storms.
The weather system tracked right across the island of Montreal, triggering a series of tornado warnings. And there was a funnel cloud that touched down in the town of Mirabel, north of Montreal. It hit in a field, causing no injuries and no significant damage. But there were high winds here in Montreal as well, up to more than 90 kilometers an hour, and there were trees that were brought down and other minor damage. But the big problem here in Montreal was the massive amount of water that came down, and there were a series of flash floods. Here in this underpass, several motorists were trapped in their cars. They simply could not make it across.
It wasn't that high, and we were moving, and then all of a sudden they stopped. And they stopped. We couldn't move. And then the water started to rise very fast, very fast.
And all these road closures caused traffic chaos on a day of unsettled weather that sent Montrealers running for cover. Geneviève Beauchemin, CTV News, Montreal.
Before that storm system hit Canada, it carved a path of destruction across the U.S.
Wow.
Tornado after tornado ripped through the Midwestern states last night. At least 6 of them reported in Illinois. They destroyed homes, businesses, and cars.
Oh my God.
A twister near Chicago's O'Hare Airport sent passengers scrambling for shelter and grounded hundreds of flights. Drought conditions in Western Canada are putting a strain on the water supply. Today, provincial officials called on British Columbians to take urgent steps to cut water use.
Water is a precious resource, and we are fortunate to have some of the best water in the world. Every drop counts, and that's why everyone needs to do their part.
For prairie farmers, that drought has left crops in poor condition. Some areas have now declared states of agricultural disaster. CTV's Kevin Green with what's at stake.
Del Pratt's backyard north of Oyen is teeming with grasshoppers. They stripped the leaves off almost every tree. Now they're eating the fruit.
This tree was green and leafy. Then the hoppers came.
The field of wheat across the road from his house has been razed to the ground.
You get a little plant about an inch tall and they'll nip it off, and because it's sprouted, if you don't get the rain to keep it coming, it just dies off.
There really hasn't been enough moisture here for years. This year, they've hit a wall. This part of Alberta is in a drought.
We haven't had spring moisture here in April for 9 years.
Wednesday, the Special Areas Board, which represents farmers in the area, declared an agricultural disaster. Right here you can see both the effects of the drought and the grasshoppers in one place. On this side, this wheat should be this high right now, but it's been stunted because of the drought. Over here, though, the wheat actually sprouted too, but the grasshoppers came and they grazed it right down to bare earth. Melvin Bingman has lived here his entire 81 years, farmed this land for 60. He says he's never seen anything like this and worries for the younger generation.
We will see a tremendous number of farmers go bankrupt this year.
Preston Jorgensen's family expected this field to feed their herd of cattle, but there's nothing to harvest. Like a lot of area ranchers, they'll be culling their herd. By the end of this year, it will be down from 400 head to 270.
The problem is just trying to even get enough feed, let alone being able to afford it.
Every farmer we talked to said they'd be making a crop insurance claim, but also said it would likely only cover their input costs, and they'll be finishing this year posting a loss. Kevin Green, CTV News, near Oyen.
A nearly 2-week-long strike that crippled the flow of goods across Canada has come to an end, with work now resuming at BC ports. The two sides struck a tentative agreement this morning, 24 hours after the government delivered a proposed settlement. CTV's BC Bureau Chief Melanie Nagy reports.
Packing up picket signs and tearing down tents, moments after a tentative agreement was reached between port workers and their employer. The deal signals an end to a strike that not only shut down BC's ports for 13 days, but cost the Canadian economy billions.
We are very happy to see a tentative deal.
Bridget Anderson, head of the Greater Vancouver Board of Trade, is relieved.
Their costs are also.
Just yesterday, she joined forces with other business leaders calling for an urgent end to the costly dispute. It's estimated tens of thousands of cargo containers are currently stuck on transport ships.
There was a significant impact on our economy, disrupting about $9.7 billion in trade.
More than 7,000 workers have been off the job since July 1st. The end of their job action comes after the federal labor minister tasked a mediator with drafting settlement terms, a proposal both sides agreed to early this morning.
The mediator, his vested interest is in a deal for both sides. And so the mediator put together a proposal that he believes is fair.
The union representing port workers has yet to publicly share details about the agreement. The same applies to their employer. However, in a written statement, they describe it as a 4-year deal, adding they regret the significant impact this labor disruption has had.
Anything ranging from medication and food products through furniture and apparel that is in those containers that are stuck out in the ocean drifting.
The Canadian Federation of Independent Business says it could take months to clear the backlog caused by the strike. As for that agreed upon deal, it still needs to be ratified by both parties. Melanie Nagy, CTV News, Vancouver.
Hollywood actors will be adding some star power to the picket lines after talks with studios broke down. They'll join film and television writers in a combined strike that could have huge consequences for the entertainment industry. CTV's Atlantic Bureau Chief Krisa Nashkate reports.
We don't get
Starting at midnight, more than 160,000 actors will be going on strike, effectively halting all current and future movie and show productions around the world.
It came with great sadness that we came to this crossroads, but we had no choice.
The strike comes after more than a month of failed negotiations with no agreement made on a new contract between the actors' union and big studios like Disney, Netflix, and Amazon.
SAG, to their credit, called that bluff, and they said, sure, you can call in a mediator, but we're not extending the deadline.
Actors have been demanding likeness protection from the incoming use of AI technology and increases in their base pay and residuals from streaming.
We demand respect and to be honored for our contribution. You share the wealth because you cannot exist without us.
The actors are expected to join the more than 11,000 screenwriters who have been striking since May, a dual work stoppage Hollywood hasn't seen in 63 years.
The economic impact on Hollywood is going to be phenomenal unless the actors can quickly reach some sort of accommodation with the studio.
Here in Canada, those in the industry are awaiting what the strike could mean for them.
The worst case scenario is that I think SAG members are barred from working on all projects. That's not what we understand.
The Toronto International Film Festival urged both sides to resume an open dialogue, with hopes of a resolution in the coming weeks. The strike comes the same week nominations for the 75th Emmys were unveiled, with actors saying their contracts need to be changed in this new era of digital streaming. Heather.
All right, Creason, thank you. We have an update tonight on a story we first told you about 2 weeks ago on the common sugar substitute aspartame. An expert panel at the World Health Organization says it's a possible cause of cancer. But a separate group at the same agency also found that the popular sweetener in diet pop and gum is still safe to consume in limited quantities. The mixed message is already coming under fire from researchers on both sides of the debate. The blockade at a Winnipeg landfill remains in place tonight while the city seeks an injunction to have it removed. The barricade was set up last Thursday after the Manitoba government refused to search a landfill for the potential remains of 2 First Nations women, Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron. CTV's Manitoba Bureau Chief Jill Makashon on the legal developments and a new political fight. Jill?
Heather, as the city looks for an end to the protest, families and supporters are digging in.
You can't store the bodies of our relatives in your landfill.
With banners and drums, a group gathered outside the Manitoba Law Courts telling journalists again the landfill is no place for their loved ones. A lawyer for one of the victims' daughter told the court the protesters are exercising their right to free expression, but the city says there are environmental concerns. And even though there's an alternate road in, it can't be used for high volumes of traffic. The protest began last Thursday, the same day Manitoba's Premier Heather Stefanson said she would not support the $184 million search for the women's remains, a search that has no guarantee of success. Yesterday, Federal Minister Mark Miller said this about the Premier's decision.
This has been dealt with in a very heartless way.
Today, Stefanson came out with a statement. When judgment and sensitivity are required, he has chosen to inflame and distort. The Premier said this tragedy should not be politicized. And today, the Assembly of First Nations passed an emergency resolution supporting the protesters and calling on all levels of government to start the search. Court reconvenes in Winnipeg tomorrow. Heather.
Jill Makashon in Winnipeg. Thanks, Jill. The U.S. Secret Service has ended its search for a suspect with no leads into cocaine found at the White House. Investigators say there was insufficient forensic or video evidence. A small bag of the substance was spotted in an area accessed by staff and visitors earlier this month. U.S. President Joe Biden was not at the White House today, but reiterated his country's vow, along with NATO, to support Ukraine as Russia looks for allies outside the alliance and contends with its own internal conflicts. CTV's Judy Trin explains.
Attacks continue to rain down on Kyiv overnight, killing 1 person. Ukraine says it shot down 20 drones and 12 missiles.
It's great to have you here.
The show of force comes after NATO denied Ukraine membership, but renewed their commitment to help bring Russia to its knees.
Putin's already lost the war. Putin has a real problem.
How does he move from here?
Moscow is also showing signs of internal collapse. Russian forces have lost 2 top generals since Tuesday. One may have been killed, the other fired. In an audio recording, General Ivan Popov says he was removed by the Kremlin after raising concerns about casualties and the lack of artillery support. His firing comes less than a month after the Wagner Group, a private militia, stopped fighting in Ukraine and marched towards Moscow in an attempted coup. But on the sidelines of a summit of Southeast Asian nations, Russia has found a friend in China. Because of growing American influence in the Pacific, Beijing has pledged to support Moscow. We want to form a more just and democratic multipolar world, said Russia's foreign minister. Analysts say Moscow is the junior partner in this relationship. It needs Beijing to help fund its war.
Russia depends on China for buying its oil and for replacing imports from the West with imports from China.
The war in Ukraine has revealed a stark realignment. NATO consists mainly of wealthy, democratic nations. On the other side, the world's most populous countries, China and India, along with many others in Asia and Africa, have refused to condemn Russia outright. Heather.
Thank you, Judy. Coming up, turned away.
We are trying to survive.
Refugees struggling in the streets in a funding face-off. Plus,
it brings back a lot of memories of all of the old phones that I've had.
When mobile devices become museum artifacts. A growing number of asylum seekers in Toronto are without a home tonight. The city and the federal government are at odds over who's responsible for their shelter. CTV's Adrian Gobriel on the newcomers caught in the middle of a bureaucratic battle.
Luggage scattered across a Toronto sidewalk. An example of the baggage created by Canada's overwhelmed refugee system.
It is really, really desperate.
For weeks, this has been the scene outside of a downtown shelter. Refugees without a bed, essentially homeless. Including 35-year-old Veronica. She fled her home in Uganda where her sexuality is a crime. Today marks her 12th day outside this shelter, her belongings soaked from a recent rainfall.
Everything got wet, so we had to stand the whole night.
In March, all of the federal funding Toronto had received to help refugees ran out. Those seeking shelter in the country's largest city are now being turned away. Ottawa had provided approximately $215 million nationally. Toronto's new mayor says the city needs $160 million more just to house those currently on the streets. Nearby Toronto and Durham region, 200 refugees seeking shelter have arrived in just the last 2 weeks.
The capacity issues in Toronto is now moving farther as space opens up, but there wasn't a lot of available space to start with.
Some with the means are taking matters into their own hands.
I am hosting 3 refugees.
How big's your apartment?
It is a bachelor's apartment.
Chris Nakomboy arrived in Canada as a refugee from Uganda in 2019. She's managed to find herself a small place to live. Now she's using her own money to help find a home for those in desperate need.
Today I'm going in for a showing of a 3-bedroom house, which we are going to rent and take them so that they can start off with their immigration journeys.
Multiple refugee advocate organizations will be holding a news conference right here tomorrow morning. We've also learned that behind closed doors, a meeting will be taking place between City Hall staff, the provincial and federal governments. Adrian Gobriel, CTV News, Toronto.
Still ahead, hitching a ride. Some tough competition in the California surf scene as a young otter tries to get on board. Women in America will soon be able to buy birth control pills over the counter for the first time ever. The U.S. drug regulator has made the milestone decision to approve an oral contraceptive that can be sold without a prescription. The medication, called O-Pill, manufactured in Ireland, won't have age restrictions and is expected to begin shipping early next year. NASA marked the first anniversary of the James Webb Space Telescope with an out-of-this-world shot. This cosmic capture shows the moment 50 stars are born nearly 400 light years away. The James Webb is the most powerful telescope ever sent into space. Here on Earth, surfers off the coast of California are reporting run-ins with an aggressive aquatic animal.
Oh my gosh!
This 5-year-old sea otter has been snatching surfboards and terrorizing surfers since mid-June. Officials are now trying to capture the otter to examine and relocate her. After the break, talking through time.
That kind of functionality was really a game changer.
Cell phones are the centerpiece of a fascinating museum exhibit. Cell phones have been so ingrained in our daily lives, it's hard to imagine a world without them. Now a new exhibit is tracing their evolution, including that famous Canadian contribution, the BlackBerry. CTV's Washington Bureau Chief Joy Malvin takes us for a tour.
In this fabled Smithsonian Museum, home to dinosaur fossils, there's a new relic on display, the cell phone.
So I definitely had one of these.
This tower of technology is like a trip down memory lane. In just half a century, these handheld gadgets have transformed our lives.
One of the inventors of the Motorola Daytech lent us that phone, but the Nokia is mine.
The cell phone, says Dr. Joshua Bell, is part of our culture. From that ancient Motorola that felt like a brick to the miraculous first flip phone seen through the movies and that breakthrough moment.
And we are calling it iPhone.
When it all changed.
There are more cell phones than people on the planet. So what we have in this device is a story that really talks about how we're interconnected.
Before the iPhone came Canada's BlackBerry. Who can forget the smartphone that soared?
It's like the Force. Sorry, have you seen Star Wars? No.
Presidents and other politicians.
BlackBerry, it's my heart and soul.
Even celebrities couldn't put it down. It was so addictive.
We call them crackberries.
Allowed them to access the internet, and text message, etc. So that kind of functionality was really a game changer.
Now worthy to be in the Smithsonian.
I loved my BlackBerry. I held on to it for a long time until, I guess, it became extinct.
Just as Lucy, our most famous ancestor, is long gone. No, she never snapped a selfie. The younger generation may never use any of these objects or care that 65 minerals make up the average smartphone. But as the technology to communicate continues to evolve,
I think regardless of what form it takes, it is about connecting to people.
And that has everyone talking. Joy Malvin, CTV News, Washington.
A trip down memory lane. That is our newscast for this Thursday night. I'm Heather Butts for Omar and all of us at CTV National News. Thank you for watching. Good night.